Well, this would be a bit early, Samiksha, to say whether the TMC is going to be there on the ground also. But if we talk about the TMC in the parliament, then yes, this is important to mention that this is the first time when we are seeing TMC joining hand with the opposition parties, or rather, if we talk about this JPC issue, if we talk about the issue of Rahul Gandhi's disqualification, then we are seeing it first time when TMC has also joined the hand with the opposition parties meeting, which happened at the office of Mallikarjun Kharge. And there were two leaders of TMC who have joined the meeting. So TMC giving directions now. TMC now is with the lobby. TMC is now standing with the opposition. Earlier, rather, they were absent. They were not seen in any kind of march. Let me remind you that this was the protest of the opposition parties when we have seen it from the parliament towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan, when they were stopped here at the Vijay Chowk itself and they were detained. But TMC was missing in that very protest. But this is today the first time when TMC has joined the hands. TMC was very much there in that very meeting which happened at the office of Mallikarjun Kharge. So this is to wait and watch whether they are going to be there on the ground also. If we talk about this black protest which has been organized by the Congress party, because this is going to be the nationwide protest by the Congress party as declared by Jairam Ramesh on that very day when this disqualification happened. Jairam Ramesh did a press conference where he declared that from Monday we are going to be there on the ground. Rather, we have seen it yesterday also, day before yesterday also in Wayanad it started. Then in national capital we have seen how Satyagraha was organized. Now this is to wait and watch whether the TMC will be there on the ground. But on the other hand, what we have been told that the opposition leaders is now going to come out here at the Vijay Chowk from where I am reporting, and they are going to address the media regarding their issues. Yes.
Stay with us, Anuja. Interesting update more that is coming in from Bihar, where leaders of the Mahagathbandhan, the JDU, RJD as well as the Congress are staging a protest united in their fight against Rahul's disqualification. As the Lok Sabha MP, they are seen sporting black bands against the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi as the MP. Meanwhile, the visuals there coming in right now from the Lok Sabha, where we understand papers were thrown, following which the House was adjourned till 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So dramatic visuals that came in from the Lok Sabha, where we understand papers were thrown and sloganeering and ruckus as well that continues, after which the houses were adjourned till 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. respectively. Meanwhile, we're given to understand parallel protests taking place not just in Patna but in Chennai as well, where several Congress leaders have come out sporting those black attires to protest against Rahul Gandhi's disqualification as an MP. We'll go across to Harsha as well, who will be joining us from the Mandi House, where the Youth Congress workers are staging a protest. Meanwhile, the visuals there on your screens coming in right now of the opposition leaders who held a meet just before the House commenced. The visuals in which we understand that the TMC was also a part of this strategy meeting which was held over Rahul Gandhi's disqualification as the MP. And we'll try to get in a word from Harsha as well. But the latest that we're given to understand that unruly scenes were seen in the Lok Sabha, where we understand papers were thrown at the Lok Sabha speaker. Let's go across to Harsha as well, who's joining us from the Mandi House. Harsha, give us a sense how many Congress leaders, youth Congress leaders, are present at Mandi House to protest against Rahul Gandhi's disqualification.
Exactly, Samiksha. I would like to show you the visuals because from Saturday onwards only the Congress is staging protests. The nationwide protest is going on by the Congress, youth Congress leaders all over the country over the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi from the lower house of the parliament, that is Lok Sabha. Now, we'd like to show you the visuals of the Mandi House. Now, these are the youth Congress Karyakartas from Himachal Pradesh with the flags of Rahul Gandhi and Indian National Congress in their hands, who are protesting here at Mandi House. So, as today we already know that Monday is here and the parliament is already running, but now parliament is already suspended after the protest by the opposition leaders. We saw today opposition leaders came showing their protest by wearing black clothes, and now also in national capital at several places youth Congress leaders have organized this protest. Now these are the Himachal Pradesh Congress Karyakartas who are staging protest over the after Gujarat after the Gujarat court in the 2019 case, after they gave a decision decision, and Rahul Gandhi disqualification came after that decision of the Gujarat court that he was disqualified from the Lok Sabha. And Rahul Gandhi in the press conference also stated that only BJP wants to divert the entire issue, therefore this disqualification has been done. And we'll again like to show you the visuals as the youth Congress leaders are continuously addressing the कार्यकर्तास over here. Let's speak to some of them. सर, आज आप लोग यहाँ पर पहुँचे, यूथ कांग्रेस जगह जगह पर प्रदर्शन कर रहा है, क्या मांग है आप लोगों की?
हमारी एक स्ट्रिक्ट यही मांग है कि जो उनकी सदस्यता रद्द की थी हमारे महबूब नेता राहुल गांधी जी की, उसको लेकर जो है हम पूरे देशव्यापी एक आंदोलन जो है दिल्ली में करने जा रहे हैं। उनकी सदस्यता को जो लेकर जो है दोबारा जो है बहाली की जाए, क्योंकि जो हुआ है वो बिल्कुल भी जो है लोकतंत्र के खिलाफ है। और जो छोटे से एक मुकदमे को लेकर उनको जो है इस तरह से बर्खास्त किया है संसद से, तो इसके लिए हम लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं।
लेकिन ये तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एक्ट कहता है कि अगर मैक्सिमम जो सज़ा है अगर 2 साल की होती है तो उस मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट को डिस्क्वालीफाई किया जाता है। तो इस बात को लगातार कांग्रेस क्यों नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर पा रही है, या किसी केस में उनको सज़ा मिली है तो उसके दायरे में रह करके उनको डिस्क्वालीफाई किया?
नहीं, ऐसे तो देखा जाए तो इतने पूरे संसद में अगर देखा जाए तो कितने ही मंत्री जो होंगे जो कहीं मुकदमे सब पे चल रहे हैं। तो ये जो है एक तरफा जो है डिसीजन लिया गया है, हम उसके बिल्कुल भी खिलाफ है जो है।
All right, Harsha, stay with us. We'll just come right back to you. Let's take a word from Manjinder Singh Sirsa of the BJP also joining us. Your first response to this black protest being carried out by the Congress across the country over Rahul Gandhi's disqualification.
देखिए, ये सब नौटंकी कर रहे हैं। इनको ना तो देश के संविधान में विश्वास है, ना देश के कानून में विश्वास है। प्रोटेस्ट किसके खिलाफ कर रहे हैं? कोर्ट के खिलाफ कर रहे हैं। सजा तो इनको कोर्ट ने दी है, और कोर्ट ने जो सजा दी है वो ओबीसी के खिलाफ जो बोला, सारे ही ओबीसी को, मोदी समुदाय को चोर बोलने का बात कही, तो उसके कारण कोर्ट में कोई आदमी जाता है कि मेरे समुदाय को बुरा बोला है और उनमें उनको मानहानि में सजा होती है। तो ये तो प्रावधान है कि जैसे सजा होगी इट बी डीम्ड कि आप वो डिस्क्वालीफाइड हो जाएंगे, यू आर डीम्ड डिस्क्वालीफाइड। अब आप डिस्क्वालीफाई हो गए तो ये पहला तो हुआ नहीं, आपसे पहले भी लोग हुए जिनको सजा हुई, वो डिस्क्वालीफाई होंगे। तो आप किसके खिलाफ प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं? या तो सरकार के खिलाफ कर रहे हैं, तो क्यों कर रहे हैं बताएं? सरकार ने तो आपको किया नहीं है, तो कोर्ट ने किया। और अगर कानून के खिलाफ कर रहे हैं तो आपका क्या कानून पे विश्वास नहीं है? और जिन्होंने सजा कराई है वो ओबीसी कम्युनिटी है, तो क्या पूरी कम्युनिटी के खिलाफ प्रचार कर रहे हैं, उनके खिलाफ अभी प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं? तो उनको खुद को भी नहीं पता, ये नौटंकी कर रहे हैं, इनको खुद ही नहीं पता कि अब करना क्या है। क्योंकि जानबूझकर ये जो एक क्रेडिट लेने के लिए या सिंपैथी लेने के लिए, मैं सॉरी वर्ड, सिंपैथी लेने के लिए राहुल गांधी ने जानबूझकर कोर्ट नहीं गई, इस केस में जानबूझकर स्टे नहीं लिया ताकि उनकी मेंबरशिप खारिज हो और फिर वो जाके सिंपैथी ले सके। लेकिन ऐसी अभी कोई सिंपैथी मिलने वाली नहीं है। लोग समझदार है। आप लोगों को कांग्रेस की लीडरशिप ने, मुझे लगता है, राहुल गांधी जी को बेवकूफ बनाया और अब सड़कों पे काले कपड़े पहन के कानून के खिलाफ ही प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। तो ये तो बहुत शर्म की बात है कि इनको ना विश्वास कानून पे है, ना विश्वास संविधान पे है।
But Mr. Sirsa, the visuals we are showing on our screens is also of these unruly scenes that were seen inside the house. We see papers were thrown at the speaker. What do you make of such unruly scenes? Because this is no way to carry out a fruitful discussion inside the floor of the house.
कोई नई बात नहीं है, ये कांग्रेस का कल्चर है। कांग्रेस के कल्चर में तो राहुल गांधी बिल फाड़ देते थे, जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर से जो एमपीज ने जिस बिल को लाना था उस बिल को पब्लिक डोमेन में खड़े होकर फाड़ देते हैं। तो ये इनकी एरोगेंस है और ये इनके कल्चर में, इनके खून में है कांग्रेस के। ये आतंकी लोग हैं, लोगों को, बेकसूरों को आग लगाकर जलाने वाले लोग हैं, बेकसूर लोगों को मारने वाले लोग हैं। तो ये इनके लिए कोई नई बात नहीं है। ये राजशाही समझते हैं, ये अपना राज सत्ता समझते हैं और ये अहंकार में अभी भी कि हाँ हमारा 1980 वाला आज भी अहंकार हमारे में है।
Mr. Sirsa, just stay with us, taking your same point across to Lokesh Jindal of the Congress also. Mr. Jindal, BJP, they're saying that this is nothing but arrogance on part of the Congress that they are carrying out the black protest today.
See, first of all, yesterday was the day for our Sankalp Satyagraha. And from 10 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. in the evening, we all sat together. All congressmen were there. In fact, Nana Padole Sahab and all prominent congressmen, they all sat there. There was a lot of media. In fact, there were other political parties who expressed their solidarity. They came with their flag and they sat peacefully. And in that entire peaceful protest that we held yesterday, what were we discussing? What was the point that we were standing for? We all were standing in solidarity with democracy. We were worried about, it was the Samvidhan chalk, Samvidhan where the preamble was there right in front of every congressman. We were upholding the same values of non-violence, peace, democracy, the rule by representatives of people, protection to minorities, peaceful coexistence, tolerance, all this was being discussed. Now please tell me, how come this form of association, protest is antithetical to democracy? It's not. What is antithetical to democracy is the manner in which people are being radicalized. They are mobilized in the name of violence, hatred, targeting a particular community, and trying to discolor, trying to give a false identity, trying to give a false definition to the idea of India as a nation.
But Mr. Jindal, what is the problem here? It was the regular rule of the law that was being followed. In Rahul Gandhi's case, he's convicted, and once an MP is convicted, he's out and out. He's no more the MP of the House. So what exactly is the issue that the Congress has here? Why to politicize it when it's the judiciary that has passed the order in this case?
The rule of law must have been followed, but the essence of law was not followed. Time and again, I have repeated the entire case history, right from the point when this particular case was registered in front of a magistrate, followed by the improper usage, I would say, the non-usage of CRPC 202. Subsequently, in March 2022, when the complainant himself went to the Gujarat High Court to stall the proceeding, and suddenly, again when the case was reopened in February 2023, and the manner in which hurriedly a verdict was delivered.
But Mr. Jindal, yes. Okay, point taken. But here on our screens, we are putting out constantly those visuals which came in from the Lok Sabha, where you see how papers are being thrown at the Speaker of the House. Is that a way to carry out a fruitful discussion?
See, first of all, when we talk about parliamentary ethics, it is for the ruling party to make sure that the parliament functions constitutionally and in an ethical manner. From 2019, the ruling dispensation has failed to elect a deputy speaker, which is a constitutional position as per Article 93 of the Constitution. The speaker is supposed to carry out his functions with a spirit of political neutrality. The parliament is supposed to function giving adequate voice, time, and opportunity to the opposition. When there isn't any time given to the opposition, when the opposition is silenced with use of legal, political, and other tools, what is the opposition left with? Nothing. It is either supposed
All right, Mr. Jindal, we'll have to leave it at that. We take your word, but the question here arising, why to politicize something which the judiciary, the court here having said that Rahul Gandhi is convicted of the remarks he made in 2019. Let's go across to Harsha and Anuj as well. Anuj, who's there at Mandi House, Vijay Chowk, and Harsha, they're joining us from the Mandi House. Harsha, if you can give us a sense of the protest which we understand would be taking place and is taking place in the national capital as well.
Exactly, Samiksha. Now let me show you the visuals, because there were several protesters. Now they have taken the three-wheeler to go to Jantar Mantar, as the Jantar Mantar was the exact place where the Youth Congress protest was called for. But they started their protest from outside Himachal Bhavan only. These are Himachal Youth Congress Karyakartas who are staging protests. And as you can see, they are leaving from here, Mandi House, going straight to Jantar Mantar. Now all the Youth Congress leaders are on the streets of national capital. आप सब लोग सड़कों पर हैं. Youth Congress हर जगह प्रदर्शन करी, लेकिन आपको लगता नहीं जुडिशरी का फैसला है ये? तो राहुल गांधी को उसके तहत डिस्क्वालीफाई किया गया है. तो आखिरकार यूथ कांग्रेस सड़क पे क्यों उतरा है?
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो मैं एक चीज़ आपको कहना चाहता हूँ, ये जुडिशरी का फैसला नहीं है, ये बिल्कुल राजनीति से प्रेरित फैसला है. कितने कानूनी ऐसे मामले हैं, कितने नेताओं पर डेफेमेशन है, सिर्फ राहुल
All right, the visuals that are coming in right now is from the Gandhi statue where the opposition is staging a protest. In fact, details coming in of 17 parties that have joined the opposition meeting and are part of this protest, which is happening right now. Let's take a word from Anuj as well. Anuj, if you could give us the names of these parties that are part of this protest which is taking place at the Gandhi statue.
Well, Samiksha, as we broke the story that these are the 17 parties who took part in that very opposition meeting which happened at the office of Mallikarjun Kharge. So they are now protesting at the Gandhi statue inside the parliament. And let me tell you that this was all uproar in the parliament which was witnessed as we were expecting it. The moment it began, it ended and it was adjourned because this was all uproar in both the houses. We have seen how the opposition parties were throwing papers in front of the speaker. So that's something what has been witnessed again where the papers were thrown. And on the other hand, this was all uproar which was witnessed. Now at this point in time, let me tell you, in total this is 17 in number. If we talk about the opposition parties, including Congress party, including TMC today, including BRS, including Aam Aadmi party and Shiv Sena and the other parties, they are now protesting at the Gandhi statue at this point in time. What we are seeing and what visuals we are getting from inside the parliament, this is the march of the opposition parties at the Gandhi statue. They are protesting and we are seeing different kind of protests today because they are wearing black today. So this is again a different kind of symbol, or rather to show their unity. The opposition parties had again came at one platform. This was at the Mallikarjun Kharge's office where this opposition party meeting held, and there the strategy was decided. Let me tell you, then we are seeing the reaction, then the demand remains the same. This is about the JPC, the formation of JPC on the issue of Adani. On the other hand, this is disqualification of Rahul Gandhi. After the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi, we have seen the Congress party joining hand with the opposition parties. We have seen how Akhilesh Yadav came in out and defend Rahul Gandhi and came in support of Rahul Gandhi, whereas we have seen Arvind Kejriwal, the Aam Aadmi Party Supremo and the Delhi's Chief Minister, who came out in support of Rahul Gandhi. We have seen now today the latest what we are breaking is TMC joining hand. If we talk about this show of strength of the opposition party, then today TMC is also the part. So there at the Gandhi statue we are getting these latest visuals from inside the parliament. So the Congress party today is protesting inside the parliament and outside the parliament. This is the protest which has been called by Congress party nationwide. We are getting visuals from the national capital also. We are getting visuals from inside the parliament at the Gandhi statue, where we have seen the uproar in the parliament, and both the houses respectively has been already adjourned for 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Yes.
All right, Anuj, thank you for the moment. So interesting turn of events there. TMC that is now a part of the Congress protest which is taking place outside at the Gandhi statue over Rahul's disqualification as the Lok Sabha MP. We slip into a very short break for now, but top stories and news breaks to continue on the other side of this break. In the dock for Liquorgate, Supreme Court to hear K. Kavita's plea against the ED summons.